Liverpool thrashing West Ham by 5-1. Alexis Nunes caught up with Jurgen Klopp after the game.
Jurgen, congratulations. I mean, what a dominant performance. I know you probably would have liked the clean sheet because I know you're a perfectionist, but that was pretty much as perfect of a performance as you could ask for.
Yeah, that's true. But to be honest, I'm not really bothered about the goal we conceded. It's not nice, but in the league it would have been different. It's a cup competition, so you have to get through, and who cares about a score sheet? In the end, we need to win, and we played an exceptional game. That was the most important thing. And from start to finish, we were dominant. From start to finish, we were really there. We played exactly the way we had to play against West Ham, because West Ham was 100% ready to hurt us. We just didn't let it happen. That you can play a first half without a shot on target of West Ham, without even a set piece, if I'm right, no corner, nothing. So that is so important, because that's a super strength of them. They wait for these moments, and we are there, and oh my God, how can we defend that? So that's really important. It was absolutely top class, and I'm really pleased for the boys, because obviously we need them all. We have incredible amount of games to play. They played already a lot of games, so that means they have all rhythm, so we could make the changes, and it's really it was a really nice watch tonight.
Just a reminder, next up for Liverpool, it's that little matter of Arsenal at Anfield on Saturday. What a match it would be. Nathan, I suppose in some ways it doesn't matter, but in some ways it's nice, isn't it, to go into such a big game after putting in such a nice performance?
Yeah, I would say so. And I think when you look at it as well, there were people who came off the bench who were being rested, like Salah and Alexander-Arnold, who contributed. Salah with his goal, Alexander-Arnold with the assist. And for them as a group, they look really, really confident. And I think that's a great spot to be in heading into the game on the weekend. And this is a game I'm really looking forward to, because what I like is obviously Liverpool are great here, but Arsenal are not a team that stay on the back foot. They want to be aggressive. They'll be pressing Liverpool really high. They'll be trying to get the ball out to their wingers, or to the forwards rather, going with the 1v1s, moving the ball well, and showing great character in terms of being able to go to any sort of arena and play the style of football that they want to play. I think that was shown pretty much in the game against Aston Villa, who previously, had beaten Man City. And although Arsenal lost, I thought they were really good. And they basically, in my opinion, probably deserve something from that game. Obviously didn't end up being that way, and Villa, took the 3 points. But I think Arsenal are in a very, very good spot. And you can see today that Liverpool are as well. They had their frustrations at the weekend against United, not scoring, given the fact that they had, 34 shots. But the feeling's good. The players are feeling themselves. They've got a chance to go top of the league again. And yeah, I think that game on the weekend is going to be fantastic.
What's better, Craig, to have had this game midweek, comfortable victory, or have the complete week off as Arsenal have
had? Well, you've thrown me there, because I thought you were going to say have a week off for Liverpool or have the game.
Well, no, that's not what happened.
No. What was the question? I mean, I think
Arsenal haven't played midweek, have they? Liverpool have, but they have played an easy game.
I think it was good for Liverpool to get that tepid performance against United out of the way.
Right.
And get some squad players some game time. Yeah, I mean, the rest is great for Arsenal. But look, whatever it is, there's, managers will make an excuse, or they had a rest, or we had a game, blah, blah, blah. The game itself is the polar opposite for Liverpool. Because no team, and I include Man City, in the last few weeks have pressed the opposition in their own half as well as Arsenal. Nobody. Will they go to Anfield and try and do the same? I would be surprised if they don't. And that is going to be a complete different ball game to what Liverpool witnessed last weekend, which was a team that basically were lacking confidence and sat in the edge of the box and tried to ask Liverpool different questions. Liverpool are a little bit of a side at the moment who are more off the cuff to me in terms of the way they play. Arsenal are a little bit more rigid. You kind of know what you're going to get from them. It's a hard one to call, but it's not going to be the do or die in terms of who wins the league. But my feelings on Arsenal at the moment. I just think they're just a smidge ahead of Liverpool in terms of the structure of the team. They're defensively solid. The midfield's looking a little better. Havertz is getting some confidence. Jesus is back in the goals. And they're starting to feel good about themselves. The weak point for me in this Arsenal side is still going to be the goalkeeper. And that is going to be tested, I would imagine, big time at Anfield at the weekend.
The draw has just been made then for the semi-finals.
Yes.
It will be Liverpool against Fulham and Middlesbrough against Chelsea. Now, these games are played over 2 legs. don't forget. Chelsea very much the happier of the sides, I imagine, Shaka.
Yeah, Middlesbrough a division below, and even so not pulling up trees in the Championship. Chelsea very happy with this draw, of course, and then you have a final, and then finals can go any which way. At the same time, Liverpool and Fulham, you have to fancy Liverpool. Just kind of given how everything's panned out, Liverpool have to see themselves as winning.
It's
this
Liverpool-Chelsea final, isn't it? I mean, it's a foregone.
Should we?
We're covering the semi-finals, you say?
Yeah, both of the legs.
Four games. Oh, I never said that. Look, I think it's unlikely that Borough over 2 legs. Maybe one game, the Championship side could outfox a decent Premier League team. I said decent is Chelsea. Even they, in their shambolic sort of mode at the moment, can't lose over 2 games to this Middlesbrough side, I wouldn't imagine. Fulham less so, could be a fly in the ointment. I think again it's unlikely, but comfortable draws for both. So yeah, I think all eyes is looking at a Liverpool-Chelsea final.
Yep, certainly looks that way, doesn't it, Nathan?
Yeah, it does. And Fulham might get a result, but again, because it's a 2-legged affair, you just got to sort of back the favourite. And I think it's the same for that Borough-Chelsea game. I think going up to Borough, that could be a great game for Borough. The fans will get right behind them. But Chelsea's quality, I think, overall will probably see itself through. And if it does end up being, not to say that it's a foregone conclusion, but if it does end up being Liverpool and Chelsea in the final, the hope is that this time somebody scores a goal. Because if you remember 2 seasons ago, it was 2-0 in the League Cup final and the FA Cup final, wasn't it? So, yeah, we'll see. Seems like those two will be destined to get there. And yeah, I think it's going to be a high-quality semi-final for both teams. But then also, when that final comes, should it be those two, I think I'll be expecting a few more goals this time.
We're going to move on, but Craig wanted it, so he's going to get it. Here's David Moyes after the game.
Did you make it too easy for Liverpool tonight?
I think Liverpool played very well, and we sort of praise them for how well they played, but obviously we didn't play well enough. The second goal I thought was a killer. I thought we were just beginning to grow a little bit back into the game, not enough, but we gave them the second goal, a really poor second goal, which made it really hard for us to get back and get any form of result.
When Gerrard scored, though, there was that glimmer of hope, I suppose, for you, but then obviously Liverpool went up the other end, and then quick fire, it was all but done over. Yeah,
we didn't do particularly well in some areas for some of the goals. I think we could have done much better. But look, we beat Arsenal before we got to this game, and we probably had the hardest draw of all coming to Anfield to win at Anfield. So we've made a few changes tonight to try and give people opportunities, chances to show what they can do, also because of the scheduling. So we were up against a really strong opponent tonight, tough place to come, and that's the way it proved.
Well, they played like the Urawa Reds. Half an
hour. Get back on time.
Half an hour, 35 minutes into the show before I could squeeze that in. Very prestigious competition, obviously, that Man City played on yesterday. I would imagine David Moyes' words behind the scenes would have been a little bit more heavier and straighter. When he says Liverpool played well, yes, but it was made a damn sight easier by a West Ham side that basically didn't get close to making any challenges, winning any second balls, squeezing the game at all. Were not a threat on the counter-attack at all for over an hour, well over an hour, till the Bowen goal, and that's very, very disappointing.
I like how you said the second goal was a killer. West Ham barely got over the half line.
Well, yes.
In the first half, I'm not sure why the second goal made such a difference.
Going.
Oh, was that what it was?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Anti-West Ham ways.
I'm just saying, it was disappointing.
We'll say thank you very much to Nathan. You get to go home tonight, yeah? You're close to home.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say close, but closer than yesterday, yeah. Looking forward to getting home, getting inside, a bit warm. And also, just to say something if I can, in regards to Moyes there, he sounded like he was on such a downer. I think that's fair, because when he's going to watch this game back, unlike yesterday with Eddie Howe, where he could watch his team and say, we didn't have a ton of possession, but we fought, here's a highlight. For David Moyes, he'll watch this game back and you'll see his team make mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. And to be honest, it sounded like he was sick of it in that little interview there. But, this is the way football goes sometimes.
Nathan, thank you very much.